My aunt was a principal ballet dancer at the Houston Ballet growing up, and some of my earliest memories are being backstage and walking the sets and touching the costumes and being in the dressing rooms.
I just got out of the military 13 days ago, so I was in the military for 9 years as an Army officer. I was a Black Hawk pilot, company commander.
The biggest deciding factor for me was that Maryland was in the NCAA basketball tournament at the time, and they had just won a game.
For as large of a student body as it is, you see familiar faces when you're walking around every day, and the campus is just beautiful.
I immediately had my now advisor, my QIT, call me on the phone, and he talked with me for like an hour about the program and how it could meet my professional goals and what kinds of things I would be involved with there.
And I told her, well, I'm pregnant, and she goes, well, do you want to continue the program? I said, yes, and she said, okay, but first we need to make sure you have a healthy baby. And I loved her so much for that.
We were studying how empathic they were. So we did things like we would pretend to pinch our finger on a clipboard and be really in pain for about 2 minutes, and then we'd see how kids responded. And they did all sorts of crazy stuff. Everything from laughing and kind of making it worse to giving us a big hug and telling us that we'd feel better soon.
I don't think the campus would be very happy if I talked about what we have in the lab. But it's a deadly bacteria, and yeah, it's deadly. It could save lives, yeah, for sure.
I was focusing on fortification decisions on Nepal's road network. So given various situations that might occur in Nepal with regard to disasters, what are the best fortification decisions for their road network?
Another project I've worked on in the summer is a research project looking at health insurance in the state of California. We were just kind of seeing and assessing whether or not minorities were getting insurance after the Affordable Care Act in 2014.
And apart from that, I think living on my own for the first time. Back home, even in college, I went from home. So now I have learned to balance so many things apart from my research work, doing my own finances, paying my own rent.
We take a handful of Maryland students down to the Kaipo village of Aupre. We spend half the time in the Aupre community and then half the time at this research station that was created in the early 90s.
My dream companies to save for are Cisco, Juniper Networks, VMware, and Microsoft, Google, all the big tech giants.
The projects that I have done, I got so much recognition. I applied for a summer research fellowship, which I got 4 different awards, and also I received these awards from the graduate school. So which means that they value the projects that we're doing and they want us to continue working on these projects.
Just the teaching experience has been great. I just have something for undergrads that I love so much.
I think I will find a full-time job and stay there for 3 or 5 years and then come back to China.